Akashvani. Radioscope, the National Science Magazine program.
Welcome, dear listeners, to an exciting journey through the realms of science and discovery. Today, we embark on a captivating exploration of groundbreaking achievements, promising developments, and insightful stories that shape the landscape of scientific innovation. I'm Shruti Mathur.
And I'm Chetan in this Radioscope, where we bring you the wonders of science through the airwaves. Our first stop on this intellectual odyssey takes us into the cosmos as we unravel the success story of the Aditya L1 mission by the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. Joining us will be a distinguished expert, Srimati Nigar Shaji, the project director of Aditya L1 mission, whose name shines the brightest among the brilliant women behind India's first solar mission, who will guide us through the intricacies of this mission, shedding light on the scientific marvels achieved in the quest to understand our closest star, the Sun.
Moving forward, we delve into the profound connection between science, global peace, and development. And we have an enlightening conversation lined up with a renowned scholar in space, Dr. V. Sheshagiri Rao, former distinguished scientist, ISRO, who will share insights into how science serves as a catalyst for fostering harmony and progress on a global scale.
Transitioning into the world of health, our third interview brings us to the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, NIPER, where groundbreaking research on diabetes is taking place. We'll sit down with a leading expert, Dr. Vasundhara Bhandari from NIPER, to discuss the latest advancements in diabetes research, offering hope for millions around the world.
Continuing our exploration into health and wellness, our fourth segment unlocks the secrets of controlling diabetes. An expert in the field, Dr. K.D. Modi will provide us with invaluable insights, empowering our listeners with knowledge that can positively impact their lives.
Lastly, we turn our attention to the front lines of the fight against cancer. The MNJ Cancer Institute of Oncology, which is popular as MNJ Cancer Hospital, Hyderabad, has been at the forefront of groundbreaking developments, and we are honored to have a distinguished guest, Dr. N. Jayalata. She shares the latest news in cancer treatment.
So buckle up for a thrilling ride through the corridors of scientific achievement. Our journey today promises to be both enlightening and inspiring as we navigate the fascinating intersections of space exploration, global harmony, health breakthroughs, and cutting-edge cancer treatments. Stay tuned for an episode that promises to feed your curiosity and ignite your passion for the wonders of science. You're listening to Radioscope, where we are about to embark on an interstellar adventure. Our first stop takes us into the boundless cosmos as we unravel the stellar success story of Aditya L1 mission by the Indian Space Research Organization. Prepare for this cosmic journey through the celestial wonders and scientific triumphs achieved in the exploration of our radiant sun. Srimati Nigar Shaji, the project director of Aditya L1 mission ISRO, shares her joy with Akashvani. Joining us for the conversations in this Radioscope program is Seema Kumari, Akashvani program executive.
Ma'am, can you provide an overview of Aditya L1 mission and its objectives in the broader context of ISRO's space exploration mission?
Yeah, Aditya L1 mission is mainly to have our own Indian soil solar observatory in space.
Okay, ma'am.
So that we will have a better understanding of the sun. Because sun, as you see, it's not very quiet or calm. It has lot of events, lot of eruptions. So to have a better understanding of the sun. And also there's another objective is that we have lot of space hazards in the space. And this eruptions from the sun will have an impact on our space hazards. So we should have a better understanding of all the space weather model, that is the sun, when it ejects, and what is the intensity, what is the timeline. So to have an understanding so that we will have a warning system in the future. We wanted to develop a warning system so that our space assets can be saved. So this is the broader objectives of having this mission.
What are the major technical challenges we faced during the development and launch of this mission?
See, first technical challenge is the mission itself, mission management, because first time we are attempting to go to this point L1. Because this L1 is a vantage point for observing the sun. Because 24/7, because Earth will be on the other side, this point moves with the Earth.
Yes.
So we have a total 24/7 observation on the sun. So this is as first time we are going, and this is one person we are moving closer to the sun from Earth.
Yes.
And this point is not a planet-like; it is an imaginary point, and the spacecraft has to orbit around that point, balancing the forces of Earth and Sun. So that first is that mission. Having the spacecraft in that orbit is a challenge. So we did lot of mission studies, and we have arrived at this configuration and the necessary algorithms and softwares and all the flight dynamics methods to have this mission. Then next is all these instruments, all the 7 instruments are newly developed instruments, and they have lot of challenges, especially in our coronagraph. We had lot of optical challenges. We need to build new mirrors with a very high surface roughness like that. And also, if the pointing accuracy demanded by these instruments to view the sun, that is also very, very stringent. And for that, we need to develop lot of new sensors. And all these things make the mission totally unique and totally challenging.
Yes, ma'am. What makes the Aditya L1 mission unique compared to other solar observation missions conducted globally?
Because almost it's in 70s we have these solar missions from other countries, especially from NASA, ESA. And still the sun is not well understood. Though we have many missions, many ground observations, but even then, it is still a lot of mechanisms of the sun are not very well understood. So that's why even now even the other countries also continue to have solar missions. And mainly this space weather, it is an upcoming subject that like we should have a better model. Like Earth weather, now we have a better handle on our atmospheric models. And now we are in a position to predict good weather predictions of the Earth. So similar way to protect our space assets, we should have a better model. So for this, still more observations, and it is also indigenously we should have a model of our own rather than depending on the other countries. So this is all the uniqueness or the importance what this mission can generate. That's how we are going for this mission.
Well, dear friends, that was Srimati Nigar Shaji, Project Director, Aditya L1 Mission. Sit back, relax, and fasten your intellectual seatbelts as we transition into the realm where science intersects with global harmony. In this segment, we engage in conversation with a distinguished scholar in space, Dr. V. Seshagiri Rao, former distinguished scientist, ISRO, who will shed light on how science serves as a catalyst for fostering peace and development on a global scale. Get ready for an enlightening journey into the role of science in shaping a better world for all.
Building trust in science is this year's theme, and the trust in science is very important for day-to-day living of every citizen, and to understand the environment and to go ahead with the known values of the science when he takes up any work at his place, let it be home, let it be office, or let it be a place where he goes for day-to-day activities.
What is the significance of World Science Day for Peace and Development?
The World Science Day for Peace and Development is a very good title for the entire world. The reason being, Einstein, when he actually came up with the theory of relativity and followed by the many inventions, and similarly, when the nuclear electricity generation point of view, many technologies were developed. Everybody thought that they are meant for the peaceful purposes. But the way they are being used for both peaceful, for the use of the community, as well as some of the science and technology developments are being used for the warfare. The warfare is the least thing to be used the moment the science advancement comes. The science advancement should be purely for the benefit of the society and the citizen. So every dispute should be settled in a peaceful manner rather than through war.
How do you think space research and technology have played a role in fostering international cooperation and peace?
International cooperation in space and technology is very important. The reason being, the moment, let us say, weather monitoring is concerned in the deep oceans, the cyclones or the low pressures may form very, very far, and they start traveling towards a coast of any country. The moment a particular observation is available on a nation where the satellite monitoring is available, it is imperative to share with other countries in the forthcoming danger. Similarly, let it be an earthquake, or let it be a tsunami, or let it be forest fires, the information related to that is being shared across the nations for the benefit and as well as taking timely action so that the loss to the property and people are minimized. This is the best example how the space technology is shared among nations.
Means any kind of pandemics, we need to minimize the loss.
Yes.
In your opinion, what is the significance of promoting science for peace and development, especially in the context of global challenges like climate change and pandemics?
The science and technology point of view, the humans are moving from mechanical age, and from mechanical age to digital age, and digital age to the artificial intelligence and wisdom. When they are moving step by step, the current one which is actually being utilized, the societal point of view, is the digital age, and the entire social media, the communications, the activity, the daily schedules are being brought into this. And even, let us say, the healthcare, most of the digital gadgets and many other things are being used. All these things are used for the benefit of the human. The moment they are used for the benefit of the human, it is for the smartness. The way you live smartly, you live with the known knowledge, you live with the knowledge that can be applied so that you can understand the system and live better. If that is the case, the things which are coming up now in the digital age, leading up to the artificial intelligence and machine learning for various applications, it is for doing a job without a mistake so that that activity can be completed in the expected way rather than using it for, let us say, any destruction purpose.
You just heard Dr. V. Sheshagiri Rao, former distinguished scientist, ISRO. Now, shifting our focus to the matters of health, our next stop is the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, NIPER. Prepare to delve into the world of diabetes research as our expert guest from NIPER, Dr. Vasundhara Bhandari, Faculty in Charge Pharmacoinformatics and Biopharmaceuticals, unveils the latest breakthroughs reshaping our understanding of this prevalent health concern, diabetes. Stay tuned for insights that offer hope for a healthier future.
Ma'am, what are the latest research happenings in diabetes?
So when you talk about the latest research in diabetes, it's a global disease. So not only in India, but all over the world, people are exploring that, especially in case of type 2 diabetes, that why one treatment does not fit all. That is the latest trend or the latest area of focus which we are working on.
What novel techniques or methodologies are you people employing in diabetes research at NIPER?
So when we talk about techniques, we are using the cutting edge biotechnological tools like next generation sequencing. We use whole genome sequencing, exome sequencing to understand the treatment outcomes against the diabetes.
Okay, just now you mentioned about the human genome. Then how do you think that the human genome project has helped in diabetes research?
So see, thanks to the Human Genome Project, which was a voyage of biological discovery led by a group of researchers and published in 2003, that gave us the total human gene print. What gene codes for what. We have the total information. So with the help of this information, the researchers and the clinicians are now understanding the whole disease pathogenesis, treatment outcomes, as well as how the disease is progressing in one and not in the another individual. So I have the complete information about myself. So I can differentiate between a patient which is responding and a not responding based on the genes or the DNA what we have. So that is how the human genome has helped us.
How does interdisciplinary collaboration play a role in diabetes research at NIPER, and how does it contribute to your work specifically?
So when we talk about the interdisciplinary research, so today if I am able to work in this area, it's because I am working in collaboration with different tertiary care hospitals. The clinicians are the one who came to us with this problem that they are facing. So once they come to us, they are the one who will profile the patient. With their help, we can differentiate the patient between responsive and non-responsive. And then followed by the person who can make a diagnostic assay, we will collaborate with them. So it is not just me, it is be a group of researchers with different specialization which are going to help in solving this.
In what ways do you see the future of diabetes research evolving, and how might NIPER contribute to these advancements?
So as I mentioned, the Human Genome Project had really led to the discovery and enhancement in all kind of clinical research. And diabetes as such, in India itself, we have more than 77 million of people who have been currently above 18 years of age are suffering from diabetes. And diabetes too is a major problem in India. So when we talk about research and the outcomes of our thing, I think diabetes has to be cured, and it is ever evolving. If I get one biomarker, then other people are going to validate. We have n number of different types of population in India. Our eating style, our lifestyle are different from north to south, from east to west.
And the climatic variations
so
are there.
It is not just the genes, it's n number of factors. So I think it will keep on evolving, and with the help of this genome sequencing and other cutting edge tools, it will keep on expanding, and we will able to resolve it one day.
Dear listeners, that was Dr. Vasundhara Bhandari talking about diabetes research. The journey through the corridors of science continues, and now we turn our attention to a crucial health topic: the secrets of controlling diabetes. Join us in conversation with a distinguished expert, Dr. K.D. Modi, endocrinologist who will guide us through the intricate pathways of managing and controlling diabetes. Get ready for insights that can empower you on your journey to a healthier lifestyle.
Yes, exercise is the only thing that can prevent your diabetes. Many people feel that avoiding sugar will prevent diabetes, but no. Just by avoiding sugar, you cannot prevent diabetes. But if you do regular exercise, you can prevent your diabetes by 40 to 50%. The moment you get diabetes, then exercise becomes must. Not a single day should go without doing exercise. Exercise will help you in controlling your sugar, in controlling your blood pressure, in controlling your cholesterol, in preventing all diabetic complications. Not a single day should go without doing exercise. And I always tell my patient that if you have not done exercise, then don't take your breakfast, lunch and dinner. It is that strict. So many people, they show excuse that yes, I have knee pain, so I can't do exercise. If you have knee pain, you do upper limb exercise, you do spinal exercise. If you have pain in neck, then you do lower limb exercise. Some sort of exercise is must. It keeps your blood sugar in a steady level. It reduces fluctuations in blood glucose. It also prevents future heart disease. All diabetic patients, the moment you get diabetes, even if your sugar is under control, you are prone for heart disease by 2 or 3 fold. And only thing that can prevent future heart disease is doing regular exercise, keeping your sugar under control, keeping your cholesterol under control, keeping your blood pressure under control. There are 4 pillars of diabetes control, that is diet, exercise, medicine and testing. If you follow all 4, then only you can give justice, then only you can control your diabetes. So if you are doing exercise, that should not be an excuse to avoid medicine, that should not be an excuse to take dietary liberty. Diet is important, exercise is important. If you need medicine, they are also very important. And over and above, after following all this, if you don't check your sugar, then again it goes waste. You will remain in dark. And if you check sugar, whatever you check, that only you can fix it. This should be remembered. So if you check sugar, then yes, you will think of controlling it. If you don't check at all, you will not be able to mark it out that where you stand. So monitoring is also important. And yes, who should not do exercise? That is also very, very important. Those who have extremes of sugar, that particular time you should not do exercise. Suppose your sugar is 300, 400, 500, then first you control your sugar, wait for 4 or 5 days, let it come down to normal level, then only start doing exercise. If your sugar is very low and if you do exercise, you will fall down. You may become unconscious also. So at extremes of sugar, don't do exercise. If your extremities or any particular organ is not permitting, like osteoarthritis of knee, shoulder pain, then that particular joint exercise you don't do. If your lungs and heart don't permit, then don't do. So when not to do exercise, that is also important. And after thinking all this, if you have a regular exercise program, then your medicine requirement will be less, your control will be smooth, and your overall exercise is very, very important tool to relieve your tension, to relieve your depression. Once you go out, then you get other advantage of getting sunlight, getting vitamin D. So that is additional benefit of doing exercise.
We were in conversation with endocrinologist Dr. K.D. Modi. Now, for our final destination in today's scientific expedition, it brings us to the forefront of the battle against cancer. Join us as we uncover the latest developments in cancer treatment with a special guest, Dr. N. Jayalatha, Director of MNJ Cancer Hospital, Hyderabad. Brace yourselves for a conversation that illuminates the cutting-edge advancements in the ongoing fight against one of humanity's most formidable adversaries.
Ma'am, it's about cancer. That what is exactly cancer and what causes cancer?
Yes, the cancer is nothing but multiple divisions of a cell, uncontrolled division of a cell. And this happens when there are no regulatory mechanisms working, or if there is any change in the genes which we have in a DNA complex, or sometimes it can be hereditary, again changes in the genes. And this happens, 10% of the reasons may be because of chronic and repeated infections by pathogens, and most of the times it is unknown, like what for the cancer comes. But the cancer by definition means uncontrolled growth of a cell tissue.
So can you highlight the most recent technological or medical advancements in cancer treatment?
Our cancer hospital has all advanced technology. We have robotic surgery. We have bone marrow transplantation. We are also taking stem cell transfer in near future. And we have all recent advanced diagnostic modalities like PET scan, MRI scan, CT scan, mammography, tomography. And we are also doing extensive screening by using a mobile screening van. In that van, we have inbuilt a mammographic unit. We also have a microscope to study then and there whether there is a cancer cells or atypical cells present. We are doing not only for the cancer, bone marrow transplantation for non-cancerous conditions like thalassemia, hemolytic anemias, these unresolved problems of anemia. We are doing bone marrow transplantation. And this technology, the robotic surgery, is one of its kind and high-end state-of-art technology which we have it, and dual-head robotic surgery. So the surgeries which otherwise subject them for a long scar from sternum to the pelvis with 25 centimeters and more cut which you open and see. So that we are restricting by doing only a small nick in the abdomen and doing major surgeries of hysterectomies, colorectal cancers, and also oral cancers for mandibulectomy and thing. And these are the recent advances which we added up. And the recovery is fast, blood loss is very less, and we also have a high-end radiation equipment where we target them for high dose within no time. Like usually we used to give for 3 weeks and 4 weeks radiation. Now we have concised them. The same dose is given at 5 days of cancer therapy. Now we can even reduce it to 1 day therapy also, depending upon the dosage which we calculate.
That is wonderful.
We have that sort of equipment in our hospital, and our PET scan and all we do without any restrictions to know the stage of the disease and extent of the disease. Really, the service which we are doing is more than our capacity, and then we run 24/7 without any problem.
As we draw the curtains on today's expedition through the realms of science, we hope you found inspiration and enlightenment in the stories and discoveries shared today.
From the celestial triumphs of the Aditya L1 mission by ISRO to the transformative power of science in fostering global harmony, and from the cutting-edge diabetes research at NIPER to the revelations about controlling this health concern, and finally, the latest news in the battle against cancer from the M&J Cancer Hospital, Hyderabad, each segment has been a testament to the wonders of human curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge.
We extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guests and experts who have shared their insights, and a special acknowledgement to Seema Kumari, Akashvani Program Executive, for skillfully navigating us through these insightful discussions.
Remember, the journey into the wonders of science is an endless adventure.
Keep your curiosity alive, stay informed, and join us again for the next edition of Radioscope at the same time on 24th December.
Until we meet again, this is Shruti Mathur.
And this is Chetan signing off and encouraging you to continue exploring the fascinating world of science.
You were listening to Radioscope, the National Science Magazine program. Scripted by Uday Shankar and narrated by Shruti Mathur and Chetan. This program was produced at studios of Akashvani Hyderabad by Seema Kumari.